Welcome to Modelers Mods, ladies and gentlemen. So, the end of the year is upon us, and there were so many good blasters this year. So many very nice, high-quality blasters that performed really good. I just couldn't pick one blaster, and so I decided to break it down into categories. Primary class blasters, SMG/CQB, and pistol. Okay, I've also got a couple honorable mentions too, so we'll start off with the honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is this guy here, the Strifex. This blaster came out, and I was skeptical because anything that Hasbro touches turns to crap. I'm not kidding you. It absolutely turns to garbage. So they made this blaster, okay, and it does 160 to 170 FPS depending on the dart. Flywheel powered, beautiful blaster. It actually performs as well as they say or better. That's a first for me, because Hasbro, I lost faith in them a long, long time ago. And this just kind of reaffirms my faith, even though it took them 70 years, 4 months, and 3 days to realize that people would actually pay money for blasters like this. But this blaster is a little bit expensive. It's $120, considering you can get a short dart Strife from the community for like less than $100. You see what I'm saying? But this is an honorable mention though. And I'm just more shocked that Hasbro actually listened to people, although it just took them forever. It's my first honorable mention. I also have one other honorable mention here. This guy here, the Worker Seagull. The Worker Seagull is an amazing blaster, okay? It really is. It's $125. It's spring-powered, pump action. It does between 250 or so. I've had this one up over 300. I've got it on video to prove it. But this is an amazing blaster. It really and truly is. It's basically a mini Harrier. And this is just an honorable mention, though, but this thing is phenomenal. Okay? Now, let's get into the classes, the actual classes here. First blaster for primary class is the Worker Harrier, of course. Now, I considered the Blase, I considered the Kern, and I considered the MK4 as well. But the Blase has problems, proprietary magazines being one, and I know how you people in the community are like that. You don't like proprietary mags. There's an adapter for it, but it is what it is. The Kern uses shells. A lot of guys in the community don't like shells. The MK4 was a close contender, but I passed over it for one reason. To me, it's too much like a Worker Swift. It's a Worker Swift that was done 3 years too late. That's it. But this blaster here, this blaster came out in the beginning of 2023, okay? And with the addition of the all-metal parts from Saber blasters, this blaster is pretty much indestructible. I did see one guy stating that his shell cracked, but you're going to have to reshell your blaster every so many years anyway. I don't know why his cracked. But that was on Reddit, and it was just a quick snippet, and I don't read a whole lot of Reddit because it's just nothing but trolls there, and, well, I know how trolls can be. They're vile, nasty people. But this blaster here for primary class, that's why I chose this one. It's $180, okay? But for $180, you can tune this blaster up to 300 or a little bit higher than 300, depending on your spring load and the type of parts you install. And with the parts from Saber, the blaster's pretty much indestructible. To give you an idea of how popular this blaster is, Luke from Out of Darts has a hard time keeping parts for this blaster in stock. I'm talking about the barrels. I'm talking about the springs, the modification parts by Saber for this blaster. He has a hard time keeping all those in stock because everybody buys the crap out of these parts. I mean, I buy a bunch of the parts too. I have extra Harrier barrels sitting here. I have extra Harrier springs sitting here as well. But then again, I buy my stuff in bulk, but this is the primary blaster of the year. Okay, now we're going to move on to CQB blasters. This one will surprise a lot of people. This is the X-Shot Pro. Now, I chose this blaster for CQB for several reasons. One, this blaster can be tuned up to 300 FPS. On the right kind of dart, you can hit 300 with this blaster, no problem. I mean, if you're using bamboo darts, you will get 300, as long as you have the right spring load in here. And this blaster does have metal parts for it coming. I also saw that AK Blaster Mods is now selling a metal catch for this blaster too, which is also phenomenal. I ordered one of those metal catches for this blaster. This blaster here has a front, it has a metal dart gate from Saber in it as well, and a Saber plunger tube and stuff like that, you know. But for $30, though, this was a great gateway blaster in introducing people into bullpups. You know, and like I said, for $30, a lot of people bought this blaster. There's a lot of kits out there for this blaster. There's a lot of people that did a lot of things with this blaster that were pretty great, and some not so great. But like I said, though, this is my CQB option right here. Now, there wasn't that many really awesome pistols out this year. There was the Diana and this guy here. Okay, well, the Diana has problems. It heats up. So much so that if you fire more than a mag through it, you can actually feel the heat through your hand and you'll burn your hand. Okay. Now this blaster here, this is the Max Outlaw from Dark Zone. Okay, this is my #1 blaster for pistol class. You see what I'm saying? I mean, this blaster was $30 at Target, you know, and you could get them pretty much all kinds of places now. You know, even the guys in Canada, from what I understand, can even get this now. At least I think they can. I'm not 100% sure, but I know you can buy these through Blaster Time EU, you know, so yeah. But this blaster here, it's phenomenal. And for $30, it's definitely a great pistol. It's cylinder fed, hammer primed. A lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying? Me, not so much. I prefer mag and grip. But though, for the #1 pistol of the year, it would be this blaster right here, the Max Outlaw. But like I said, there were so many great blasters out there. It was so hard to choose. I mean, and I know I'm going to disappoint some people by saying, like the Unicorn. To me, the Unicorn was a disappointment. And I'm sorry to say it, and I still stand by it. The blaster was overhyped and underdelivered. I mean, that's just it. Yeah, the blaster looks nice. You can get upgrade parts for it, yada, yada, yada. But it was just overhyped and underdelivered. You know, but it's a great entry point for a brand new blaster company out there starting up. It is. But in any event, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching my best blasters of the year. Like I said, these picks are subject to everybody. You know, you can change your mind. You can argue with me about it or whatever. But these are my personal picks for the top 3 blasters of the year, you know. But thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, this is Myler's Mods signing off.